Hey everyone, how you doing? I wanted to make this video real quick and kind of show you guys an issue that I've been having with gunmetal. And I wasn't entirely sure how to go about doing this, but I was, kind of doing some research on this and looked on YouTube to try to fix the issue that I was having, and I just couldn't find it anywhere. I did have one guy that did post something about an issue that he was having, where his Corsa NPP exhaust was actually rattling. So he actually reached out to Corsa, and I believe they got it solved, gave him a new muffler, something. This was a while ago now also. So, but I really didn't see anything else about the issue that I was having and how to rectify this issue. So I don't know if it's extremely common or not, but I just wanted to share this with you guys so that way if this does happen to you, there is a way to do this. Now, full disclosure on this, I don't work for Corsa, nothing like that. According to Corsa's website, that their exhaust systems are covered for up to 10 years upon purchase. I think I purchased this in 22. If I'm not believing, we're in 25. Anyway, I reached out to them and kind of explained to them what I was having, which was during touring mode or ice and snow and ice, whatever, or if you put it on stealth, when the valves are closed on the system, it started to rattle really bad. So it was pretty bad. And I'll put a clip here real quick to kind of let you hear what it sounded like with the valves closed. Now, the fact that, I reached out to them, sent them this clip, and they said, hey, do us a solid, send us the clip so we can see what's going on. And sure enough, they did respond, and they ended up sending me what's called this is called a service kit anti-rattle spring. Never knew this was a thing, like at all, guys. So this is something that I wanted to share with you guys so that way, if you reached out to Corsa, or if you're having this issue, if it's not under warranty, I can't imagine this kit is extremely expensive, but it'll probably solve your issue with what's going on here. So with that being said, I want to show you guys what's in this kit. I want to show you how to install this kit. Really is not hard, just a little bit tedious, I guess you'd say, when it comes to if the system's already obviously on your car and what you got to do. So I've already done one just to kind of make sure that when I show you guys what I'm doing, I can kind of show you what I did. The other side I have not done. So what I'm going to do is go through a process of showing you what you got to do and, then how to fix it. So, all right, guys, I'm going to show you. So as you can see right here, the exhaust has been taken apart. I got both tips off of the car. This is the one that goes on the outside. This is the one for the valve side. And then, of course, you have the one on the inner side, which is your touring. So, I want to show this to you guys. Really, only thing I had to do was take off the two mounting bracket bolts tips here. The other one, I just took the other one off. I'm not sure you even have to take this one off on the inner side here. I just got it out of the way just so that way it made it a little bit easier. And so anyway, but what you got to do before you start doing this kit, you do have to verify a few things. And again, the instructions tell you to do this, but I want to show you what they're talking about. Show you what comes in this kit and exactly explain what's happening here and some of the tools that you're going to need in order to get this job done. So obviously this does come with instructions, and as I said before, you need to verify that you have the correct exhaust system for this to actually work on. I've kind of already got this out of here. This all comes in this bag that's right here. This is the anti-rattle spring valve kit for the NPP exhaust. It comes with all the pieces here as well as some Loctite. The things that you're going to need in this to make this kit work, you're going to need a pair of channel locks. If your exhaust is already on, which, in order to know this stuff, your exhaust is already installed in your car. I have a rubber mallet and I have a hammer. And also you're going to need a torque screwdriver with a 3mm hex head. And what I also am using is this Free All deep penetrating oil for all of the clamps and whatnot, and getting the tips off of the muffler in order to check your status of your muffler and seeing if this is in fact a kit that you can use. Now, kind of going through this, this is pretty much the parts right here that you're going to have, which is going to be a new bolt, a lock washer, a button, and a button spring. Now, the biggest thing to understand is that this is for a Gen 2, Gen 3 valve service kit. If you have a Gen 1, this kit will not work for you. So you do have to verify that in order for this kit to work for you, you have got to check your exhaust and make sure that everything is met up to spec, that this will work. So the big thing that you're going to look at and find is right here on this page here. It's going to go into detail of what a Generation 1 muffler is going to look like and have this identification marker, where the newer style does not have one. This I really wouldn't worry too much about. This is going to be extremely hard to find or look at, unless you're taking things fully apart. So I wouldn't worry about this part, but this is going to be your biggest identifier right here, is you've got this notch inside the actual exhaust itself that you're going to verify. If it looks like this, this kit works. If it looks like this, the kit does not work. So doing so, again, this is exactly how it's going to go in. You've got your bolt, you have a lock washer, you have your button, and then you have your spring that goes on top of the button right there, which creates that resistance against the valve that you will replace. So again, these are the things that I'm going to be using in order to do so. And also, of course, I'm sorry I left that out, but a ratchet with a 15mm deep socket in order to get those clamps off. So stay tuned. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm dealing with and how to install. So going back to this, you're going to take your pair of channel locks once you have it on there real good, and you're going to rotate it counterclockwise according to the exhaust. This is your, your straight up and down point right here. So obviously looking at this, going clockwise or counterclockwise, right? So just make sure that this is, as you're looking at it, you're going counterclockwise or clockwise. The valve should start to close itself if you're going the right direction, okay? But anyway, when you start going counterclockwise, this right here is going to loosen up and then come right out. And once you do, you're pretty much going to go through here, set up your new button assembly right here, pretty much bolt, washer, button, spring. And it should look like this. And then you're going to put it and you're going to thread it hand tight with some of your thread locker here, red thread locker. And then you're going to put it on the end of that screw, and then you're going to put it on, just hand tight. And once you have it on there and it doesn't turn anymore with just your hand, then that's when this guy here comes into play. Set it to 20 inch-pounds and turn it on here, obviously tightening it. And once you tighten it with your 20 inch-pounds, let it sit. Don't go driving right afterwards. You need to let the thread locker sit and seat and dry to where it adheres. If you go and just start the car up right after you put this on, there's a potential hazard that that thread locker will fail and this button will back itself out, and you're going to have to be doing this all over again or doing something different here to fix it. All right, guys, I want to show you on my end right here. I wanted to show you what my culprit was. The passenger side actually was not bad, but you know what? If the driver's side failed, there is a good potential that the passenger side will eventually fail as well. So I just did the service kit on that side as well. So I wanted to show you what I'm hearing, so that way you guys understand what I'm dealing with. So this is the reason why I got the service kit. So here's the button that I was describing to you on the valve that you're going to take your pair of channel locks here, which I'm going to show you in just a second, and rotate this off. But listen, that valve is really, it's just got so much play in there. And so whenever this rotates, it has way too much play in there. So it needs some resistance against that valve in order to just stay quiet, right? So it's anti-rattle. But I wanted to show you that. So this is where my culprit's coming from. I do have some exhaust soot, coming through here because of it moving around and everything else. So I'm going to take this button off and I'm going to show you how to do that real quick and then how to install the other one. All right, guys, so here's the channel locks that I have right here. And again, you want to make sure you're going the right way. If you turn it, and I can hear that valve moving inside, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and clamp this on. and then rotate. Uh-oh. Oh no. Okay. Well, that's not good. Okay, so I went ahead and figured, this is me assuming, and this is something you should never do. Always verify what you're working on. Like I explained in the very beginning, I thought that both of these mufflers, being that they were in the same kit, would have been the same generation valve, and they're not. So I'm going to show you exactly. So I put the channel locks on there figuring that, hey, this is going to be the same thing. Just going to turn it counterclockwise and it's going to come right off of there. No. So come to find out, this is a generation 1 on the driver's side, and the passenger side is a generation 2. So I'm going to show you the difference of what I'm seeing. And according to the instructions of what the valve is supposed to look like, you can see it inside the valve here. I'm going to go ahead and rotate this. There is a notch right there. It's a straight notch. And that straight notch means that this service kit will not work. You can see it right there. It's like a groove. This service kit will not work for this style muffler because it is an all one piece valve. So this button will only, it goes straight through. There's no cap. So it is a single piece that cannot be removed. So now that I know this, I'm going to have to reach out to Corsa and find out what needs to happen. So again, never assume that both products are the same, because come to find out, I've got 2 generation mufflers on my car. One older and one newer. Built differently, which is very strange. However, this is why you verify before you just start working. So stay tuned, and I'm going to reach out to Corsa and figure this out. All right, guys, I want to give you an update on what's going on here after the discovery on what's going on with this exhaust. So reached out to Corsa Performance to find out what exactly can have happened here. Because like I said before, I was able to get this anti-rattle kit done on the passenger side. But that driver side, again, this is a Gen 1 muffler that you cannot do the service kit on. So it requires a whole new muffler. So I reached out to them. Cool, just put in the warranty request. Let us know what's going on, what you found. If you got a picture of what's going on, by all means, send it to us so that way we can see it, and we'll ship you out a new muffler. And I was like, well, cool. So you know, it's I'd say maybe about a week from now. So I'll check back in with you guys, you know, here once I get the parts on, show you what comes in, all that kind of good stuff. But while we're in this current state, I haven't exactly always wondered this, but where we are right now, what does it sound like with an active muffler and no muffler? I'm a little bit curious. So I'm going to give it a cold start, see what it sounds like, and then, you know, just for sheer curiosity and grins, let's check it out. Okay, yeah, that's pretty loud. All right. Well, honestly, you couldn't even tell that I put it in touring mode at all. So, you know, just the fact that those valves, it just kind of goes to show you how well Corsa has designed this exhaust system, of just blatantly how loud it can be versus with those valves closed, what it sounds like. It's absolutely amazing, the difference. Anyway, guys, hey, I just wanted to kind of throw that in there. A little bit different, you know, on everything that's going on there. But hey, stay tuned. We're going to go ahead and wait for that exhaust muffler to come in. And once it comes in, I'll show you what changes have been made, and stay tuned. Hey everybody, welcome back. I wanted to give you an update on gunmetal and let you know that the new exhaust has come in, or exactly the muffler. So they sent me a new one, and as of right now, I've already got the valve actuator installed, so it's on there. Only thing left to do now is to go ahead and put it on the car. So I'm going to go ahead and button her back up and give it a first start and see if we have any more rattle issues or if everything's working like it should. So stay tuned for the first startup after this is uninstalled. All right, well, I got everything buttoned back up and I have it in stealth, so if this thing starts up quiet, we know everything's working correctly. So here we go. Of course, we got to open the valves up, right? Well, guys, this concludes the video. I hope it helped. And stay tuned for future content, and catch you on the next one. Be safe out there.